What's up, YouTube family? It's your girl Desiree, and I'm here with my very first video. So, as you can see by the title, it's about how to budget. This is gonna be the very first video of my start of my Money Monday series. Okay, my Money Monday series. All right, so I'm gonna leave my social medias up here. Make sure that you guys add me and follow me and stuff. And don't forget, before we even get the video started, because it's gonna be it's gonna be a lot. Okay, I'm gonna have good content, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, and click that notification button so every time I do a video, you guys can get the memo. All right, so this video, as you all can see by the title, is about how to budget. And my very first tip, because there's gonna be 6 tips, okay? My very first tip is pay yourself first. When you get paid, make sure that you put 10% of your check aside, okay? 10% of your check. You wanna make sure that you always have a good savings account, okay? Put it up for a rainy day. I actually got that quote or that advice from this book called The Richest Man in Babylon. You should read it. It actually gives you a good sense of financial literacy and how to save your money, how to manage your money, and basically how to become wealthy. Yeah. Just basic tips. So, yeah, the first tip. Put 10% of your check aside, okay? You never know what could happen. Or maybe you got goals you want to achieve, all right? You want to flourish. It's about to be 2020, all right? 2019 is about to be over. It's about to be 2020. We need to be out here flourishing as females. We need to be doing what we gotta do. Males, females, whoever, all right? We need to be young adults living our best life, okay? We don't need to be out here looking bad, all right? We need to know how to budget and how to save so we can flourish and we can be whoever we want to be. All right, so put 10% of your check aside. You want to go on vacations, you want to look great, you want to do this, you got to have the money. Put 10% of that check aside, all right? That's the very first, sorry for this paper, this is my outline, but that's the very first tip. The second tip is decipher your wants from your needs, okay? A lot of us, we feel like we'll buy stuff, and even sometimes all of this stuff is probably stuff I've done, and I'm learning, so, you know, I want you guys to learn too. So, the second one is deciphering your wants from your needs. Sometimes people overspend because they just see stuff, they're like, oh, I don't want to buy it, oh, I want to buy it, I want to buy it. But if you don't need it, then you don't need to buy it, all right? If it's not something that you really need, then why are you buying it? No. I had the same problem. I love to shop. I love shopping for my house. I love shopping for myself. I just love to shop, okay? But I have to stop, okay? I gotta put that to a halt. There's no need to always be shopping. Save your money. That's why now, even sometimes I go online, Fashion Nova always bother me. I love them. But at the end of the day, when I go in there, I put stuff in my cart, I just wait 24 hours and say, do I really need this stuff? And if the answer is no in 24 hours, then I'm not going to buy it. And I feel like a lot of people try to keep up with the Joneses. And social media is crazy nowadays. Social media is ridiculous. People just want to look like they're living their best lives when they're actually not, or just pretending when, no. We need to really be doing it. We need to be doing it. We need to be achieving. We need to be moving forward. And in order to do that, you can't be keeping up with everybody. When it's your time, it's your time. Until then, decipher your wants from your needs. Okay? Better way to budget. 3, really write down your budget. People might say like, oh, that's simple, but people don't do it right all the time. Even me, I didn't used to do it right. Write down all your bills, from your little bills to your big bills, your small bills. Sometimes I used to forget about bills like Netflix, okay, and Hulu, and Apple Music. And these are all little bills that eventually add up, and next thing you know, you have $100 unaccounted for, and you like, I was supposed to have $100 extra. No, you wasn't, because you ain't write it all down. You didn't even know what was going on. So now we got to get it together. We got to write down everything and make sure that we basically got all our bills so that nothing surprises us. We know how much money, we know we need to be putting 10% of our check aside, and we know with the rest of our money, we need to pay the rest of our bills and do what we gotta do. And whatever you have left over, you already know, because you done budgeted. You ain't going over, and you ain't gonna be out here penny pinching. All right? And that leads me to my fourth goal. Yes, my fourth goal. My fourth tip. Fourth tip. Make realistic goals. Okay? Be realistic with yourself. Don't be knowing you get paid a super low amount of money and then you go try to budget too much money. So now you out here, like I just said, penny pinching, looking crazy, looking bad, because you wanted to over put up money. Now you touching your savings and you touching too much money. You touching too much of your money. You just touching the money. You don't even know what's going on. No. You got to make realistic goals with yourself. Or even if you're not doing that, you're going to end up disappointed. Make realistic goals with yourself. All right, at this point, I need to have this much money. At this point, I need to have this much money based off of what you get paid, what's coming in, what's going out. All right, you don't want to be upset, or you feel like, oh, or you don't even want to be out here like, oh, I can't get my nails done because I'm putting up more money than what I'm supposed to. No, live a comfortable life and put up as much money as you should. If you can only spend $50, be able to put up $50, put up that $50. At least you're putting up something, right? Yeah. Right. All right. So 5 is, oh no. And actually, another thing I wanted to say about making realistic goals is sometimes we always want to achieve these big goals, and like we stress ourselves out because we're like, oh my gosh, I want to achieve this goal, I want to achieve this goal, I want to achieve this goal. But you got to achieve small goals first to work towards the big goal. And then you'll feel even better because you accomplish all these small goals, and then finally, boom, you accomplish your big goal, and your big goal doesn't seem so far off, okay? So we need to make realistic goals for ourselves. And we don't, we need to make smaller goals so you can say, okay, even if you make a weekly goal, all right, I achieved this goal this week. Next week, this goal. Maybe your big goal is in a month. So instead of seeming like, dang, it's taking forever to get to the big goal, it'll be like, okay, boom, now we finally here. Period. That's good. All right. And then 5 was increase your revenue and decrease your expenses. All right. So this is we're about to be in 2020, like I just said. Like, we need to be learning how to get money, have different streams of income, have a business, sell a product, sell something, offer a service, basically get a side hustle. Yeah, you could do Lyft, Uber. I love doing it. All right, that's one of my side hustles. So just get a side hustle, get something to where you don't just have one stream of income, okay? And then eventually you'll be to the point where you're making money in your sleep, because guess what? You follow my advice and you know how to budget. That's it. That's all. All right? Increase that money and decrease those expenses. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses, like I just said. If you know you don't need to be spending money, you don't need to be going out, don't go out. Cut back your expenses. If you always in a club buying drinks, $80 till you close your tab, then you need to not go to the club, okay? Cut that expense. If you always buying food like me, I always buy food. But if you always buying food, you need to go grocery shopping, cook, and meal prep. Save your money. If you're not a person who needs nails on all the time, don't go get your nails done, So I remember when I first wanted my first car, I wasn't out here looking bad, but, I wasn't getting my nails done because I love nails now, but before I wasn't all that into them. So it wasn't a necessity to me. I felt like, okay, I'm good. And I was just saving money. And before you know it, guess what? Before I got my license, I had money to buy my first car. So just budget and spend your money wisely, okay? Don't do too much. And the last goal is the most important of them all, or the last tip. I don't know why I keep saying goal. My brain. I don't know. All right. The last tip, which without this tip, you really can't you're not gonna be able to do it. Period. I don't care if you follow every other tip on the list. If you don't do this tip, you're never gonna be able to have a bunch of money. You're gonna be out here looking bad, and you're gonna be out here looking sad, and it's gonna be a shame. Okay? So the last tip, all right, the last tip is discipline. All right, you need to be disciplined. You need to be hard on yourself. You need to be a colonel. Serious. All right, you need to buckle down. Be disciplined. All right, without discipline, you're never gonna get anywhere, because you could have your budget, you could list everything, say everything you're gonna do, and now you're not disciplined, so you didn't do it. What's good is a plan if you're not gonna do it? It's no good. So make sure you stay disciplined, and make sure you stay down hold it down before you come up. Stay down till you come up, period. All right? Don't be out here just out here. And then next thing you know, life just passed you by, and you like, damn. Yeah, because you wasn't disciplined. You didn't really want it. You ain't really want a budget. You ain't really want to travel. You ain't really want to save. You ain't really want to be riding in that Porsche or that Rolls Royce that you wanted, or whatever you want. Some people just want to be comfortable and happy. But, you know, you still got a budget. So, yeah. So that concludes my video. Oh my gosh. All right. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit the notification button so you can get that bing. So I got great more content. We're gonna have girl talk. So excited. It's gonna be off, so make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.